Hi, everybody. It's your old pal Chuck, and I am excited to bring to you today from the Transformers Robots in Disguise line, which is for the new 2015 animated series. This is Grimlock. Right off the bat, I want to say I was able to get this figure off of Amazon, as well as two others, the deluxes, and the first wave of Legion figures. They have been coming in and out of stock pretty much. Let's see, the date of this recording is the 15th. I would actually go back and say that since the 12th or 11th, they've been popping in and out. Unfortunately, what I think is happening is you've been having the third party sellers jumping on, grabbing them, and then relisting them. Not on Amazon, mind you, but on eBay. So, but they are there. They've been popping in and out. I've even seen Strong Arm once or twice, but here we're talking about Grimlock. Grimlock is a big departure from its traditional looks. Yes, there's been many different robot modes for Grimlock over the years, and dinosaur modes, but the colors have basically been the same. You've had silver, you've had some gray, but I really can't remember it being black and green. The only time I can remember green being used with Grimlock is for the old Robots in Disguise cartoon from the early 2000s, where he was a construction vehicle. So the figure comes packaged in robot mode, and I do want to talk about the packaging because one thing I am a little disappointed about is, and I thought it was just with the Legion figures, but as you can see, and allow me to adjust the camera, there's no bio. The instructions for transformation are printed right on. We'll get to those in a bit, but it seems more focused on the new mobile phone game, and I just think that's a real step back. I mean, this is a fantastic looking figure. Like I said, it's predominantly green and black. You do have some bronze accents in the face here, and it's a very animated looking face. I don't know, not animated the series, but just animated in the art design and what have you. And I have to say, from what I've seen of the series, this does look like that it is a very molded and styled after the animation models, and it pulls it off quite nicely. Okay, starting off the transformation, I've returned Grimlock to a neutral position. Like I mentioned, the instructions say that Grimlock can transform in 10 steps. All of the robots in disguise toys for the 2015 line, these are geared towards kids, so they're all going to be simplified transformations. Um, that's just the way it is. Now, with that said, I think I have two problems with directions. Number one, they don't really emphasize certain steps. I think they combine steps into one just to save space. And number two, and maybe it's just my old man eyes, the print is very small. But start of the transformation, what you want to do is come in and flip around the dinosaur head. It does slot very nicely into the back here. It doesn't peg in, but it fits very nicely and fills up that cavity, which will be filled up in a few moments by something else. Next, what you want to do, and this is a later step, but we're doing it now. Go ahead, rotate the arms around, flip up the fist. You can do so on the other side. Grimlock doesn't come with any weapons, but I do want to mention the hand does have a molded 5mm port. Next, what you want to do is, and this is really cool, the leg transformation is very nice. Come down here, unpeg the outer shin piece, which the foot is attached to, and it's on a sliding track, so it'll swing around a little loose. Don't worry, we're going to fix that. Do that on the other side, and while you're down here, you want to come in to the inside of the leg here and flip out what will be the tip of the tail. Turning Grimlock over, it's better to do this from an angled position. Right now, go ahead and flip around the dinosaur arms just to get them out of the way. You're going to have to move them around several times. Bring the legs together. Don't peg them in yet. Um, And this is also going to be, you're going to have the legs positioned a certain way, uh, like somewhat bent in so they fit in the right way you want them to. And basically what you're doing is you're going to bring the legs together, just like so, and then just like that, you want to see how it's bent here at the hip. That's how you pretty much want it, and it will slot and peg together quite nicely. Flip the feet down. They are on a very stiff friction joint. That closes up the back. And now all that's left to do is the arms. Basically what you want to do is grab the arms on either side, and with this, again, you want to fold the dinosaur arms back, and you're going to bring them around, flipping the dinosaur arms forward, and there's a tab inside here on the leg that's going to tab into a bit on the double hinge joint, and that will and a post which will, oh, I actually lost sight of the post. It actually will secure somewhere down here in the torso. Going to do that again on this side, and the post will, oh, I'm sorry, I just knocked my camera. The post right here will actually just slot in there somewhere, and again, a little force, a little pegging, and here we go. This is Grimlock in his dinosaur mode. I know there are some complaints that, you know, Grimlock is a little too small, but since this is a warrior class figure, this is pretty much how it has to be. There is a lever on the back of Grimlock's head, which allows the jaw to open like so. I would have liked to have seen the inclusion of a weapon, but I understand why they didn't. In dinosaur mode, yes, the colors are still predominantly green and black. Do have this little gold highlight where the shoulder was. I mean, that was there in robot mode. You do have some gold over on the head of the dinosaur, as well as some silver and blue for the mouth and eyes. I did forget to mention on the chest here is a new Autobot logo. It's not really a new Autobot logo. It's the same Autobot logo we've always had, just now with around a special frame that can be scanned for the aforementioned mobile game. One thing I wanted to make sure I could show you is that Grimlock can stand in the way that archaeologists and paleontologists say that the traditional the T-Rex would stand properly, not back with the tail on the ground, but hunched over like this. So yes, the arms are quite strong enough to do that. They have a very nice tight ratchet joints, as well as ratchet joints in the hips and elbows. I have to say, I really like this figure. First of all, as I mentioned, it's a great representation of how it'll look in the cartoon, which I'm very impressed by, because with the previous animated series, Prime was computer generated, CGI, a lot of times they had, the Hasbro and Takara had a hard time uh, bringing over what was on the screen to the figure. And this, I think, shows that they've been able to, the technology's been improved, the design abilities have improved, that they're able to do it. Now again, this may not be for everybody. I know the size is going to be a big turnoff. Why, I don't know. It's a fun figure. I think kids are going to really dig it. There is going to be at least 2 other Grimlock figures. There's a Voyager-sized one, that's a 3-step changer. And I think there is going to be a Legion-sized one. Other than that, in terms of repaints or what have you, that I don't know. But definitely, if you can find these in stores, they are starting to show up on shelves in America. Definitely pick it up. Please do not pay the online markup from eBay or other such sites. Like I said, Amazon is getting these for retail. They're showing up in mainstream US retail. Technically, I think the official street date was supposed to be around January, maybe February, but it looks like the stores are able to put these figures out now. So they will be around. And I think, as you know, for parents, this just might be a nice little surprise Christmas present to put under the tree. A new toy from a yet to be seen animation line. This is your old pal Chuck for Grimlock. We'll see you next time.